Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian Investment Trader, known as Fijian Traders. This is Mr. Singh. NIO, ticker symbol NIO, NIO. What a week we had. Lows of the $4.45 to the highs of $4.78, which is why a support level, a resistance level, and it broke through. But we closed on Thursday. Friday the market was closed, but we closed on $4.50. Well, I have a lot to cover about the news on NIO, the good, the bad, and also my portfolio, which is red. So I'm going to share with you guys and what is my plan on NIO in terms of loading the shares and also call options and all of those things on NIO. So I have a lot to cover. So stay tuned with me. Don't go anywhere because it is going to be a roller coaster ride that we are having, such as with NIO right now. So without further ado, I look closer at NIO's changing EV landscape. Once Florida's electric EV in market in China has hit a speed bump, while government incentives have fueled off unprecedented growth, Threatening's company is now promoting consumers regain in spending. The world's largest EV is facing a demand in slowdown. Well, there were a couple things. One is the charging station, right, and such as Neo with the battery swap station, they are continuously growing, continuously for rapidly growing and rapidly asking other companies to in terms of a joint venture to making the battery swap stations available. So there is a growth level, but it comes with the manufacturing cost, which is NIO's is high, and which I'm going to discuss why there was a delivery cut on that, and which I am happy about it. Yes, folks, I am happy why they finally did a delivery cut on that, and because we need to reduce the cost to be profitable on that. So without further ado, this is without you can see that it's changing. The demand is changing because EV cars durability is there, but the convenient part in terms of charging a vehicle is very convenient for people if you're taking a longer road trips. But China's look at the map on that, right? So if you're trying to one state to another, like what is availability for me to go charge my vehicle and be on the road quicker than fueling my car and be on the road quicker. So those are the thing, and time is very important for people, right? I know time is very important for me as well, and you don't want to lose time while charging equipment. So those are the landscape, those are the hidden things that also plays a part when the demand is less on that. Not saying the NIO's model is wrong. Absolutely love those models, especially ET7 is one of my favorite, but something to keep an eye. Also, NIO's, as I mentioned, is a lead premium smart vehicle electric vehicle, has revised its delivery forecast on the first quarter of 2024 approximately of 30,000 unit down to the previous range of 31,000 to 33,000. The adjustment comes through the company adopts a latest business development and maintains a commitment of innovation and customer satisfaction. NIO continue to differentiate itself, cutting edge technologies like battery swap station and property assisted intelligent driving system. So having a meeting the demand, right, cutting the delivery, it's okay, folks, because we need to control that manufacturing cost in terms of that. And also the demand is there. You don't want vehicles to be sitting on the lots and doesn't get sold, and it technically becomes a loss, because now you have to cut those prices down for the EV because people are not buying, and is resulting making rather than less profit, you're making a negative on that, because you're pretty much giving the cars for free. So there's a lot of things goes behind it, and I'm happy to see that NIO has cut down their the delivery forecast for that and up to 30,000, which is a great news, in terms of reducing the production or the slash the manufacturing cost. So the manufacturing cost is reducing, and that is one of the part. I'm okay with that. Also, what are the key things we're looking at it? NIO, it just got delivery estimates. It's time to sell the stock. This is bad panic. That's what happened on Thursday, Wednesday, and Thursday, where people have like, okay, NIO is reducing it. They can't afford to produce it. And this is panic sets in where you have the people have selling it. So reduced stock first quarter outlook such as 10%. Chinese EV especially competitive with smaller startups as well as global players. So panic sets in. Also, NIO sales growth has slowed, and early adopters already have gone electric Chinese market. So when did the news broke out, we can clearly see that this is kind of a screenshot of how the price we were and how we've been pulling down, pulling down on NIO right now. But just relax. That's what I'm saying. Just relax, because these are the things that company have done it. I have seen Tesla have done it when we started trading with them when they were not making profitable. But it is just a matter of time when NIO starts making it, because of they need to reduce their manufacturing operating costs, which is the everything that comes to that. And I'm happy about it to see that. So another article before I jump to my portfolio, NIOSTOCK could be a short term play, but don't bet on the long term, says investors. Right? I am a long term investor. I do believe in this company, right? With the backup of those two my almighties, the government and the Abu Dhabi. And when the stocks pulls up like that, analysts do see, okay, it's not going to be profitable. It's not going to be profitable for the first quarter or the second quarter. And this is not a long-term play. Everybody's long-term is different than other people. Some people's long-term is holding for 2 months is a long-term. Some people is for hold for months, or some for years. So it is very different from how you do that. I'm a long-term investor. I've traded with NIO many times. I've seen the good and bad, and this is the discounted price that I really don't want to miss it. Not promoting it, just sharing it on my technique on the set. But just wanted to share this article with you. That is for short-term play, but not for long-term. I disagree with Mr. Hubble about this article, because NIO is growing and is growing at a rapid pace. They're also trying to figure out how they're going to be profitable by cutting their operating costs. Well, my portfolio, NIO, really down about 100,000 on that, which I'm not worried about it. Absolutely not worried about it. My option call expires in January of 2025 at a $10. So my plan is to wait and see how April plays out and then load my shares. We have an interest cuts coming up. They're first going to be talking end of April 30th to May 1st. Something I'm going to keep an eye. But my plan is to start loading shares, and I'll talk on the technical side where I will be loading my shares and when to cut my losses. I am not even close to cutting my losses yet, but I'm keeping on my eye on my stocks and my options. So stay. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button, because you're going to see these beautiful things going to turn into green, and you're going to be the part of watching it throughout the video, throughout when I be releasing videos. So I really appreciate people who watch the video and comment down below. It means a lot to me. And thank you for being a valuable member of the team. So, well, this is the 3 months. I'm going to shift the gear to the 1 month. You can clearly see that I had the downtrend pattern coming up here. And guess what? We had it, and we kind of broke through our date, and guess what? We came back right over here, right? So right back over here, which is going to be sitting at it. So the key things we got to look at it is definitely is a downtrend pattern, right? The next support is coming at $4.13. It's going to be 31 cents. It's going to be the next support level. We know 4.45 has been holding it, but $4 on that. And clearly look at it, we have been selling off. I do expect it to come back to $4.31, where I will be start loading my shares, going to that. But I want to see if there's a momentum, right? The support levels, resistance level still stays the same at $4.78. Actually, it comes back to now, yeah, $4.78, and then the highs are $5. So those are the two key things I'm looking at it. But you can clearly see that those two moving average is spreading a lot of gap in between that. So when the pink line, the 200-day EMA is up, and the below is the 60-day, and you have this messy gap, means there's more pain to come. Yes, folks, I am very transparent when it comes to that. There is more pain to come on NIO. So just be very careful on that. Also, I'm gonna share you guys another chart. I have to kind of zoom down and kind of make my technical analysis on that. The next one is you're looking at roughly about $3.49. If it drops this below level, are the key level. This is my area. $3.49 is an area that if it comes in, I'm gonna be start loading my shares, and I'm gonna start loading my call options as well, because it expires in January 2025. But I gotta be very careful on that, right? Means of how the news comes out, and that is gonna be right after the first quarter. What are the key things we are looking on NIO in terms of that? Definitely know they're not gonna be profitable, right? They're not gonna be profitable in Q2, but in terms of how they have reduced their operating expense and when is gonna be heading it. So once they do that, we will have a better idea of NIO's profitability, and that's what investors want to see. Everybody's saying, like, why NIO is doing great, but why the stock is right? Well, they're not profit. If you're profit, everybody's gonna jump in and be the part of it, because you have a growth. You can keep expanding it. They've been expanding it. They're expanding it. They're expanding it. But by expanding, it takes a lot of cost. It means you are not making enough profit by selling the car, but you still want to expand it. It means you're burning your cash liquidity fund in order to grow. Right, so this is very common, right? Very common to business to happen. If they have a good backup like that, they can afford to do that. And once the cycle changes, then you'll see, right? Yes, EV market has been kind of a demand has been slow due to the competitive market, and you can see now BYD is becoming a new king on one of the EVs as well, because now they are paying dividends on their stock as well. So investors are cool jumping the ship. For me, I'm not jumping the ship. I love NIO. I have traded many times. I like the concept of Mr. Lee Williams, right? And even the only thing is holding me back because they have a big support and backup, right? It means this company is very substantial on that. So I like what I see on NIO, so something to keep an eye. And we know the short interest is high, right? Short interest is very high, but definitely this company is heading into a right direction. But we love to hear what is the manufacturing cost, and it comes wrap around with the operating expense. How they reducing it? But delivery cost will help, is the part of it. For me, it's not an active news. It's a great news because it helps on that part side. So first of all, I hope you guys having a wonderful 3-day weekend, and I hope you guys enjoying the happy Easter whenever you're watching. Whenever you're watching the video, and this is in America, we're having happy Easter. Happy Easter to all of you guys. It was a great 3-day weekend. I just wanted to share with you guys. But that week is coming up. We have some key levels to test. And definitely those are the key levels, as I mentioned, to do that. Can $3.49 come in play? It can come in play if we are continue having these issues with the EV sector. You can see that. But if it doesn't, then the reversal comes in. The only way we can see the reversal and get confirmation when we broke over $5, and then we break over the $5.60. That is the confirmation for an uptrend. So thank you much for watching it. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Please don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on the notification. Thank you.